From Los Angeles to a worldwide audience, this is Boaz Power TV, where we take your life to the next level. Now, internationally known speaker and author, here's Boaz.
Hi, welcome to the Power Show. You are part of the Power Nation, and I'm so glad you're here. Because here we take your life to the next level by helping improve your attitude, your relationships, your finances, and your career. So I teach audiences all over the world in my speaking work. When people ask you, how's business, how's life? One word with enthusiasm, unbelievable. Nobody will know what you're up to, but they'll think you're doing great. This is episode number 239 on Boaz Power TV. And I call this one Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Now, periodically, I come across a book that I believe could have a profound effect on people who want to improve their lives or make important changes. And I found a book like that 2 or 3 years ago at a store that I wanted to recommend it to you. It is Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. So you may want to buy this book. It's really good. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Please realize that I don't think money is the answer to everything. However, there are a lot of positive things that can happen when we feel better about our own financial strength. Having made many mistakes with money in the past, and finally getting my act together in this department, I can emphasize and empathize with many people who struggle with money. If you or someone you know is struggling with money, perhaps some of the ideas in this book could help. Let me share with you some excerpts. Harv Eker writes, "The first step to any change is awareness, meaning the first step to thinking the way rich people think is to know how rich people think." He then expands the thought by writing, "You can choose to think in ways that will support you in your happiness and success instead of ways that don't." I agree completely. That's why I suggest to my audiences that everyone should carry a $100 bill. It's what I have in my wallet. A $100 bill makes you feel prosperous. Only 3 or 4% of the people in this country carry that and check their finances. They're usually doing great. It makes you feel prosperous. Checks and credit cards are like a monopoly game to the mind. Cash in larger denominations has a positive impact on the mind. Most people are impacting their minds with small money, 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s. A $100 bill says prosperity. It does for me every time I look in there. I also suggest that people put $20 bills around the house. That way your mind will see money all around you and help you attract more. As the old saying goes, whatever the mind focuses on expands. So put a 20 on the end table by the bed, on the counter of the bathroom, on the counter of the kitchen. If you have teenagers, tape it down real good. Now, for people who feel that they have a hard time saving, I suggest starting with $1 a day in an envelope. $1 a day in an envelope. 1 fewer lattes a week will help that one come about. And then when you have enough in the envelope to open a savings account, go down to the bank, open a savings account, get an old-fashioned passbook, and then deposit every week. Don't worry about the amount. It's the process that's important. And this is not for vacations or mad money. It's your permanent fortune fund. Harv Eker in this wonderful book talks about the law of attraction and how our attitude determines our ability to attract money. He states that we shouldn't complain. When you are complaining, you are actually attracting crap into your life. That's what complaining will do. Don't. His suggestion is simple and profound. Here's some homework, he says, that I promise will change your life. For the next 7 days, I challenge you to not complain at all. Not just out loud, but in your head as well. What a great idea, which I believe for most people will be very revealing. In a statement that goes right to the jugular, Eker writes, "Every time, and I mean every time you blame, justify, or complain, you are slitting your financial throat." Is this graphic enough? Dale Carnegie, in the book How to Win Friends and Influence People, which I promote in seminars all over the world, states a similar thought. He says, don't criticize, condemn, or complain. He called it the 3 C's. Don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Eker, when referring to the money game, writes, rich people play the money game to win. Poor people play the money game to not lose. Wow! Did you hear that? Rich people play the money game to win. Poor people plan the money game to not lose. Poor people play the money game on defense rather than offense. Their primary concern is survival and security instead of creating wealth and abundance. And revisiting the idea that whatever we focus on expands, Ecker writes, when your intention is to have enough to pay the bills, that's exactly how much you'll get. Just enough to pay the bills and not a dime more. In a series of thoughts that used to describe my thoughts many years ago, Ecker states, rich people see opportunities. Poor people see obstacles. Rich people see potential growth. Poor people see potential loss. Rich people focus on rewards. Poor people focus on the risks. I relate to my audience as to you get what you expect. With that in mind, Ecker writes, rich people take responsibility for the results in their lives and act upon the mindset, it will work because I'll make it work. It will work because I will make it work. Rich people expect to succeed. They have confidence in their abilities. They have confidence in their creativity. Poor people, on the other hand, expect to fail. They lack confidence in themselves and in their abilities. My last quote from this wonderful book seems to summarize a profound concept about money. If you want to get rich, focus on making, keeping, and investing your money. Focus on making, keeping, and investing your money. If you want to be poor, focus on spending your money. Whoa, that's simple. Amazing. So here's a prosperity affirmation for this edition of Boaz Power TV. You may want to write this down. Perhaps it can help you be more prosperous. And perhaps you can read it morning and evening for 21 days out loud and see what happens. I am focusing on making, keeping, and investing my money. I'm an expert money manager. Who says you can't be? Come on, I think you are. All right, I'm focusing on making, keeping, and investing my money. I'm an expert money manager. Thank you for joining me. If you like these messages, and many people find them prosperous, may I suggest or ask if you could please forward this to somebody you know and suggest they go to my website, boazpower.com, and they can also subscribe to the free weekly Boaz Power TV episodes. Such a pleasure to have you with me. You are special. You are unique. And I believe you now think prosperity, don't you? Because you are destined for greatness. I see it in you. You are a champion. Have a powerful day.
This has been Boaz Power TV. To comment, see other episodes, or to subscribe to this free broadcast, go to our blog at boazpower.com. That's boazpower.com. We're here to take your life to the next level.